Good morning, children. So today we'll continue the same chapter of heat. Okay. So heat is transferred in three ways, like conduction, convection, and one more form is radiation. These are three processes through which heat is transferred. So the heat is measured by two types of thermometer. One is clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. Okay. So you only were learning about these things here. Okay. So yesterday we studied about transfer of heat through a method called convection. Okay. So I was telling about how does the heat travel in air? In which direction does the smoke go? Okay. So one activity is already showed, like lighting a candle and holding the hand over there. Okay. So in continuation, the people living in the coastal area experience an interesting phenomena. The people living in a coastal area, they will experience a little interesting phenomena. How? Okay. During the day, what happens here? During the daytime, the land gets heated faster than the water. Land gets heated faster than water. This happens in the day. Okay. Land and water. The air over the land becomes hotter and rises up. So this air, okay, during the daytime, air which is present on the land, over the land, becomes hotter. What happens? Rises up. It will rise up. Okay. The cooler air from the sea rushes in towards the land of its place. Okay. So same. I told the what example of water. Here also there is water. So if you heat the water here, first what happens? The lower part of the water will get heated. Here it will get heated, and slowly the water molecule will start moving upper part. The water which is at the side, it will come and occupy the place here. The same case happen in the case of in the sea also. The air over the land becomes hotter and rises up. The cooler air from the sea rushes inwards. The cooler air which is from the sea rushes inwards the land to take its place. Again the land it will take the place. The warm air from the land moves towards the sea. The warm air which is present at the sea, that will move towards the sea. This side, if this is sea air, this will move and the cooler air will come and occupy the place here. So one diagram if I draw, it will be clear. Okay, this is the land. Okay, this is the sea. The air over the land becomes hotter. The air which is present here, what happens? This becomes hotter and it will move up. It will move up like this. After getting heated, it will move up. Air will become hot and move up and rises up. The cooler air from the sea. From here the sea is cooler. This area, the cooler air from the sea rushes inwards to the land. So when this land is getting heated, because already you know land gets heated faster than water. Here water is there, sea contains water. Okay. So during the daytime land gets heated. So due to that what happens? The air is moving upwards. But who will take this place? The place is occupied by which one? Cool air from the sea. Okay, from the sea, cool air will take its place. The warm and the warm air from the land moves towards the sea. Again, this warm air, this will will move towards the sea. Okay, to complete cycle. So this cycle it goes warm air from the land goes rises up and moves towards the sea level, sea, and the cool air from the sea comes towards the land which is hot. Okay, the air complete the cycle. So this way it will complete the cycle. The air from the sea is called sea breeze. This air which is coming towards the land is called sea breeze. That is why when you go to coastal area, when you are standing near the sea, you feel cold. Not because sea water near above your head the air is there, cool air is no. The sea water which is there, that is coming towards you because the land is getting heated. Okay. To receive the cooler sea breeze, the window of the houses in coastal areas are made to face the sea. Especially that's why the windows of the sea, coastal area people having houses, their windows are facing towards the sea only because they get the cooler air. Okay. At night it is exactly the reverse. At night it is completely reverse. Night time what happens there? Night water gets heated. It's the same case. See, at night exactly same. The water cools down more slowly than the land. Here the water will cool down more slowly from the land. It will cool down and more slowly from the land. So the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. The cool air from the land, from here, it will move towards the sea. This is called a land breeze. So means the water which comes from the sea to the land is called, or air is called sea breeze, and the air which moves from the land towards the sea is called land breeze. From land it is moving towards the sea is called land breeze. From sea it is moving towards the land is called sea breeze. Okay. So when we come out in the sun, we feel warm. You know very well. When you come out from the sun, you will feel very warm. How does the heat from the sun reach us? How it will reach? It cannot reach us by conduction or convection. It will not reach by conduction or convection. Okay. So there is a medium. See, it cannot reach us by conduction convection as there is no medium. There is no medium in this place. Okay. Such as air, most part of the space between the earth and the sun. Okay. Between the earth and the sun there is no space only. Then how it is possible? So from the sun the heat comes to us by another process called radiation. So if the sun is here, okay, the sun's heat reaches towards the land, towards all of us through a process called radiation, because they will radiate. Means rays will release the heat and they will move towards us. Okay. The transfer of heat by radiation does not require any medium. There is no medium. From sun it will reach to the land. Medium is not required there. Okay. It can take place whether a medium is present or not. Whether it is medium is there or not, it don't worry, it will take place. When you sit in front of a room heater, we get heat by this process. When you sit in front of the heat by the room heater, in front of the room heater, you get heated by this process only, radiation only. Okay. We get heat with a hot utensil kept away from the flame cools down as it transfers heat to the surrounding by radiation. Suppose a hot pan is there. Suppose this is a pan. Okay, this is already hot. Okay, so this hot utensil kept away from the flame. Suppose this is a flame. After heating this, you keep here. After heating, you keep this pan here. Okay, it will cool down. See, you kept away from the flame, cools down as it transfers heat to the surrounding by radiation. So this will become cool because this will transfer heat to the surrounding. Everywhere it will transfer the heat. So that's how it will become cool. Our body too gives heat to the surrounding and receives heat from it by radiation. Our bodies will give heat and it will receive the heat by the process called radiation only. So all hot bodies radiate heat. Very simple. All hot bodies release or radiate heat. Okay. So when this heat falls on some object, suppose if this heat falls on some object, a part of it is reflected, a part is absorbed, and a part may be transmitted. Some of the rays will be reflected, some of them are absorbed, some of them are transmitted. So temperature of object increases due to the absorbed part of the heat. Suppose, see, now today this is a cold season. Okay, just if you hold any hot material, you feel very warm because the heat from the hot material will transfer to you because your body is cold. Okay, why are you advised to use an umbrella when you go out of the sun? Why you are advised? Because it requires that particular temperature. It is too hot. Okay. Okay, now we'll try to find what type of clothes we should wear in summer or winter. Okay, you know very well. In summer we prefer light color clothes. Summer, what we wear? Light colored clothes. Okay. In summer we prefer to wear light colored clothes. Okay. And in winter we usually wear dark colored clothes. But why? What is the reason to do like this? Okay. See, I think one activity is given for you. So what you do, you take two identical tin cans. Tin cans you take, okay, which are of the same size. Paint our outer surface of one black and one red. So this you paint it black and this you paint it white. Okay, and pour equal amounts of water. Equal amount of water you pour in both. Okay. And leave them in the midday sun for about an hour. You keep both of the utensils for 1 hour or 2 hours. 1 hour you keep. Okay. So after keeping it hot, you measure the temperature of water of the both cans. Measure the temperature by using thermometer. Okay. Measure the temperature. Okay. So which water is warmer? From this, which water is warmer? Here, the water which is present in the black container is warmer because usually the black body absorbs more heat. Means colored materials absorb more heat. So black body absorb more heat. So due to that, it will become hotter than the white one. Okay. I think one more activity you can try in your home. Okay. So after doing these activities, why it is comfortable to wear white clothes or light colored clothes in summer? See, that's what I told. The dark surfaces absorb more heat and therefore we we feel comfortable with dark colored in the winter. In the winter, we prefer to wear dark colored clothes because they absorb more heat, they keep us warmer. But in the summer, we prefer light colored or white dresses because they radiate back heat. They don't absorb it, they radiate back light and heat. See, that's why light colored clothes reflect most of the heat that falls on them, and therefore we feel comfortable. They will radiate back, reflect back. That's why we feel cooler when we wear light colored clothes in the summer. Okay, this is one reason. Now, woolen clothes keep us warm in winter. Especially in winter, we prefer woolen clothes. Why? Let us see. In the winter, we use woolen clothes. First of all, you should know wool is a poor conductor of heat. Poor conductor means of heat. So if the woolen clothes when you wear, what happens here? Your body heat and the woolen heat, between them there is hot air. So that air, see, there is air trapped in between the wool fibers. In between wool fibers and your body, there is heat trapped there. Okay. So this air prevents the flow of heat from our body to the cold surrounding. Because when the heat you release, that fibers will be there, that fibers will hold because they are poor conductor, they will hold the heat released from your body and they will not allow the heat to pass out to the surrounding. So if we feel warm, suppose you are given the choice in winter of using either one thick blanket or two thin blankets joined together. One is thick blanket, big one, okay, or they give two thin blankets in winter. So which you prefer here? We prefer thick blanket because it will absorb, it will trap, it will keep more heat compared to the two thin blankets. So this is, in this way we learnt about heat, transfer of heat, measurement of heat, and measurement means transfer of heat is in the sense through which process heat is transferred. I told. So what you learnt here? You learnt definition about heat, then measuring the hotness. Okay. And you learnt about heat transfer, how the heat is transferred. Okay. And you learnt about sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze and land breeze. Okay. And you learnt about what? Clothes. What type of clothes we prefer. And you learnt about the process of what? Materials absorbing heat. So these are the simple topics which you learnt in your heat chapter. Thank you.